Boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador. So you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
This is a worldwide collaboration song.
Yeah, look. Brainstorming, creating, thinking, and new ideas, inventing inventions, representing everything, having members collaborate. Worldwide collaborations, ongoing visualizations, programming operations, bringing everyone together equals more motivation. In the situation we live in, there is no concentration. All the people in the world, but no consideration for everyone making excuses, complaining, completely ignoring everything you were saying, possibly because there is no participation. What is everyone really doing? Why are they waiting, sitting there thinking, but no motive or knowing, no knowledge? They never been to college. They lost connection.
All right. Welcome back to another star-studded episode of the Chatterbox with King Jacob. I'm your guy, King Jacob, and we have another great show. And this is brought to you by the Exquisite PR firm, the Exquisite Conversations podcast, which is in association with the Chatterbox. So, Exquisite PR firm sponsors the Chatterbox, and so we all are in, one big part. But this is the Exquisite Conversation podcast. And we're going to be talking about music and how it heals the soul. And we got another young man who is well on his way to becoming a household name as a music producer. Simply T. Welcome.
Hey man, what to do, man?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Good, man. So before we get into your story, man, who is Simply T, the music producer?
Well, like I said, I'm just an average guy. It ain't too much about it, man. It just, when I was younger, I had a group. I had a group. Get the feedback. But had a group, between my brothers, and I always wanted to rap. So they was like, nah, you can't rap. So I kind of gravitated to the beats more.
Okay. So, man, how did you first get into producing?
Well, like I was saying, younger, back in Elizabeth City, I had a whole little group. We decided that, that we wanted to be rappers or whatever, and I wanted to kind of see that vision come true for my brother. So I started actually really just dabbling and making instrumentals, and people was like, yo, you kind of got a good musical ear, and it just stuck.
Okay, so can you remember your first beat machine, or was it a beat machine? Was it Fruity Loops? Like, what did you first start out with?
Believe it or not, man, it was like I wanted to say like around the age of 13, it was Christmas. My mother actually really got me a keyboard that had 5 tracks with 7 tracks on it. And I was just making beats on that. Like, I really didn't know anything about a Fruity Loops or Cubase or anything like that at that time. So I just started getting up there and
Okay.
started actually, yeah.
Okay. So was that a Casio keyboard?
I believe so. I believe so. I really look. It been years. I've been looking for that little equipment that I had back then, and I can't find it nowhere, man. But it
Okay.
was a
Okay.
Casio.
And so okay. And so man, growing up, man, what type of influence you? You know what I mean? Well, first of all, you say you wanted to rap, but you went to the production side. So, what are some of the names that really influenced you to really get into the music and the music production?
Well, I'm a heavy Tupac fan. I tell people, I really appreciate his music and him becoming such an iconic figure, man. I was like, man, I kind of want to do something great like Pop. Um, and then then you had later on I had a couple songs by Jay-Z that I used to love or whatnot, whatever. Best to be by mine. You remember that joint?
Right.
I just love the whole production behind it and the word choice, and I was like, man, I really want to do something like that. And then later on, I discovered Nas and his IM CD, and it was like one of the best CDs that I actually really listened to like my whole entire life. I promise you, I listened to his whole album on repeat day and night at that time in my life, yo.
Okay. So, Tupac, Nas, um, you know, those are some high end influences, man. That really was for hip hop and really shaped the culture, man. So, as far as the production wise, man, who was the first producer that you really paid attention to?
I had to say Swiss Beats.
Switch Beats. Okay. Was it in that whole Rough Riders DMX era when that made you pay attention?
Yes. Was in love with that damn Max era, man. I really wanted to be a rock rider at one point in my life. I remember because, like I said, my musical journey actually really started with me being in band. So it was one day, I was sitting back there double with the keyboard trying to figure out that Dragon, that dun 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 dun. Trying to figure that out, man. So we can actually really play it in band, and it was just something magical about that era.
Right. So, as far as you growing up in the golden era in the '90s and stuff like that, man, and when MCs was really in MCing, man, what are your thoughts of what you hear today?
Well, I tell people I was like, I really think about music when I think about music, and people be talking about this new rap having mumble rap and things of that nature. I'm like, well, you got to really understand, like, if you actually really go back in the history of music, people used to scat use nonsense syllables to actually really make songs. So I was like, they actually really developed a style to a beat that can actually really be bob a heads to. I was like, I really think it's super creative, actually.
Okay. Well, I can say some MCs are still very creative, and you can tell what they grew up listening to. So, I can understand why you would say that, man. Because me myself, I'm a huge J Cole fan. You know what I mean? Huge J Cole
Me
fan.
too.
I love Cole, bro, and a lot of people love Kendrick and Drake, but me myself, I just love the way Cole put his whole format together. I love that he's a writer, he's a producer, he's an arranger, and he's an MC. And so when you have that much that you can accomplish on one track, I think you just really dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that takes a lot of creativity, man, a lot of crafting. I
Right,
was kind
right.
of looking at his documentary and whatnot, whatever, about how he actually really, how he actually really, go about actually really making the music. And I was like, like that was a super genius and it goes on with it. I can't really put it in words, man, but I was really feeling it when I looked at it.
Right. And so with you, I know you work with tons of artists and stuff like that, man. So what intrigues you to want to work with artists even more?
Well, it's like I tell people, I grew up in the '90s where it was MCs, meaningful lyrics and stuff like that. And you know, like I just really want to bring the flavor of the '90s back. I would like, you know, like I love creating with other artists that actually really got something to say and they actually really want to put something out there in the world because at the end of the day, you know, music can be uplifting, you know?
Right. And so the term when people say music heals the soul, what does that mean to you as a music producer?
Well, the term that music heals the soul, I mean, like the first thing that pops in my mind is the song Just Like Music. I can't remember who sung it, but
You talking about Eric Sermon featuring Marvin Gaye?
yeah, like really music, really like I know as a person that grew up with, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, emotional problems. It's nothing like putting the music on and hearing something that you can relate to that actually really calms your soul, you know? So music got its healing capabilities to it that I can't really define and put into words once again.
Right. So music is more like it's something you love to do. It's something that you're passionate about, but it's so therapeutic for you as well. Correct?
Correct. Super correct on that.
Okay. So you know when you're dealing with artists, man, and you know, and you hear the cadence on the track and the lyrical ability and the crisp clear on the vocal production, man. What are you the type of producer, man, that can produce any track, or are you the type of producer where you really got to feel the MC?
All right, so I tell people like at the end of the day, you know, I'm very challenged. Like, you know, I have a hard time actually really creating, you know, per se, you know what I mean? But like if I'm feeling something, you know what I mean, it's like I just feel it. I can't, you know, turn my back on it. Excuse me. So it's like when I'm producing and you know I'm coming up with this track and this idea, whatnot, whatever. You know, I would love for an artist to actually really feel it, but at the end of the day, you know, it all goes on, it all goes back to who I'm working with. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So do you still dibble and dabble and kind of rap on tracks yourself at this current time?
Well, I got a couple of goofy tracks where I'm just sitting there just playing around and you know, um, I got like one serious track where I recorded myself. Loving You Would Be Nice. Matter of fact, you know, like I said, like you know, I actually really recorded that joint, and I didn't even have a microphone. I just pretty much used my laptop computer that actually really could record that whole song, and it came out good. So you know, I dabble, but I really wouldn't call myself a serious MC.
Okay. So do any of your guys that purchase beats from you or you produce for be trying to get you to hop on the track or no?
I haven't really had the opportunity to actually really hop on the track with anybody that actually really, you know, wanted to actually really do a collab. But like I said, like you know, I tell people, you know, like, and this is my free-hearted self, and you know, being back to my spirituality. Sometimes I get caught up, you know, people be like, "Hey, you know how much you charge for this?" I'll be like, "Look, I'm really just trying to change the game. You know, I accept credit and props, and you know, So, I tell people, I was like, I'm not really in this to actually really become, become rich or to become, I really truly love this. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you really have a love for it, man. So the money really don't invest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I tell people, I said it goes back to my spiritual side. I really do. I really truly believe that. I mean, when you sit back here and you give your heart to, the music, to the craft, it brings a level of not only blessings to your soul, but blessings to your life. Like music just got a power to it that I can't even really define.
Okay. So how was it for you when your family members first heard you producing music? What was that conversation like?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. When I was like around, I want to say the ages of 13, I just finished actually really making a joint that I thought was the dopest joint ever, yo. And it was this one dude back in Elizabeth City, matter of fact. I let him hear my tape. He was like, "Man, it sounds good and everything like that, but where's your chord progression at?" Because like I would just really just would write a melody and think that like that was the dopest thing ever. But it was a very teachable moment, yo. It was a very teachable moment. I spent like man time trying to learn how to do chord progressions and what goes good with my melodies. So
Okay. And so speaking of that, man, how many instruments do you play?
so I started off on the trumpet. Um like I dabbled with the guitar a little bit, and I want to say that my main go-to instrument is the piano.
Okay. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. So I would think, because you're a producer, I'm pretty sure that you can play some drums as well, correct?
It's a funny story behind that too. I remember my brother used to always tease me about it. He'd be like, "For somebody that can produce a dope beat, you hardly got no rhythm." But like I said, I do a good job with the drums, whatnot, whatever. But if somebody gave me some drumstick and said, "Hey, play me some drums," I can't do it.
Okay then. Okay. As far as you, man, are you currently working on some new projects?
Um, I got a couple of new projects that I was actually really working on. I kind of put it on pause because I've been so focused on my art and painting and stuff like that. But I had this little song that I did that I was playing around with this new artificial intelligence. And I made a song and I actually really changed my vocals that actually really sound like somebody else. And it was a pretty good little joint. It was a pretty good little joint. It still got to be worked on, but it was
Okay.
good.
Okay. So I did go through your Facebook page and I see that you're a very dope abstract artist. So tell me how you got into the artwork.
Oh man, so I used to have this cousin, way back in Elizabeth City. Matter of fact, his name was AJ, man. Shout him out, man, because he was a real good artist. I don't know what had come of him, as we got older, but I remember, man, he used to come to my house, draw all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd be like, man, I want to draw a turtle. How you draw these turtles? And he was like trying to show me how to draw the turtles. He gave up on me. He was like, look, man, just draw what you see. And I just took that information that he gave me, man, and I made something of it.
Okay. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with music producer, abstract artist, Simply T. Stay tuned for more important messages.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me.
kinda early. And I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No, no. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I might be invited tonight. You ain't gotta look for me. I might be invited tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, we're back. Hold on momentarily, please.